to be able to brainstorm whilst being vulnerable with, vulnerable of my thoughts on the platform, and sort of use that to just, actually I don't know what the agenda is, but I think the agenda is solving problems in real time rather than hoping to have solved them at a particular time in the future and only then uploading the thing that you came up with onto YouTube or Instagram or whatever it might be. So yeah, I mean, it's sort of, okay, I'm going to pause. I'm going to take a pause here. All right, so here's what I've come up with, with respect to brainstorming. So one of the things that I've been doing is using, excuse me, I have to burp. Oh look, the burp didn't even surface. That's unfortunate. It's really sad when that happens. So, I've been using ChatGPT as an intellectual sparring partner in order to help me refine my arguments. Because I find that my raw thoughts become clearer through conversation, and yet I want my opinions to exist in the real world. Much of human civilization is about communicating with each other and coordinating, and communicating is like probably the most essential part that comes in coordination. It's like people together are stronger than just one person, but in order for people to be like a community that is functional and is efficient at doing things, they need to be able to communicate with each other, right? And the unfortunate thing is that we live in an attention, we're slowly drifting towards an attention economy, or perhaps we're already there, in which unless and until you catch someone, at the first sort of resort, you're unlikely to be able to communicate the exact thing, the exact concept, the exact principle that you want to communicate. So YouTube in its entirety of the long form holiness of long form is way better at communicating ideas, even if you sort of speak for like 7 or 8 minutes. I'd say about 5 minutes, but let's just say it's 7 or 8 for this instance. But on Instagram, you have to like catch the attention of the person very, very quickly, right? Because essentially what you're doing is you're trying to convey the entire concept of what you're talking about in the first 2 or 3 seconds. And the overlay text serves that, it serves that purpose to a certain extent, but not always, right? So point being that whilst I do want to brainstorm, I also want my ideas to reach to people in a way that they're not misinterpreted. Like, for example, I'm explaining something that for like 60 seconds, right? Or even 90 seconds. And the person like looks at my reel and he looks at like, maybe goes through like the first 3 or 4 seconds of it and just sort of extrapolates what I'm going to be talking about next, which might not always be the truth. And so this person could have resonated with my reel, but he didn't, just because the formatting, it's like I wasn't able to sort of convey the exact idea as the hook. Like, people talk about this thing, right? Like, you have to make your hooks seem attractive and whatnot, and that's all well and good. They are valid at some level of abstraction, but they don't really convey the gravity of the situation, which is that I'm freezing, just give me a sec, I'm buffering. The gravity of the situation is that in an attention economy like Instagram, you need to be able to convey the exact point you're making in the first three or 4 seconds, and let the person who's watching your reel then relax into the explanation that follows after that, those first 3 or 4 seconds of the hook,